So I think we learned something in the minimum wage fight, that when the community gets together and the community puts pressure, we can actually make real changes. And you're looking at real change happening right now. We are going to put a sick and safe leave bill in place, and we are going to cover every worker in the county. There aren't going to be exceptions. And I want to say that, you know, frankly, the business community has at least not been hyperbolic in its opposition. They've actually worked with us. They have not said you can't do this, you shouldn't do it. I think they haven't said that because everybody recognizes this is a basic issue of fairness. You cannot ask people to come to work sick. It's not fair to the employee, and it's not fair to the people around them. Anybody who works in a job, I was a school teacher, the last thing my kids needed me was coming into class and sneezing all over the place any more than I needed them coming into class and sneezing all over the place. When you go to a restaurant, you want to be waited on by people who are healthy. There are lots of jobs where there's public contact. You know, there's no reason to put people in a situation where they're not taking care of themselves and they're not taking care of others. The other thing that I think is important, why I think it's important to cover everybody, is whether you work in a company of 5 people or you work in a company of 1,000 people, if you're at the lower end of the economic spectrum and you miss a day's work and you can't pay rent, that's real. And for people who asked us to totally exempt the small companies, I don't see how a person who works in a company of 4 people doesn't deserve the same protection as a person who works in a company of 6 people. So by the end of the day today, we're going to have a very good bill. We're going to have maybe the best bill in the country, certainly one of the best bills in the country. Yep. We're going to have something we can be proud of, and we'll learn another lesson about the value of organizing. The social agenda is not done. We're not stopping here. I've got some things I'll be bringing forward. Other people have things they're going to be bringing forward. We have a right and responsibility to make this the best community we can possibly make it, and make it for everybody. No one's going to level the economy. Everybody's not going to be making the same amount of money, but we can make a place where everybody can live safely, happily, and with dignity. And that's my goal. It's the goal of my colleagues. And we're on our way, and thank you so much for what you've done, because if you weren't here, it's really true what the previous speaker said. Without you, we don't get here. You're the ones that make this possible. So thank you.
Thank you.